Hello everyone, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So in this video, we will continue our learning on Harmony Enterprise software. And in this video, we will try to populate our project here with properties data. Okay, properties here means reservoir properties and fluid properties as well. Basically, you can connect you can connect this project with a database containing properties data, but most of the time I think the best way to populate or to import or to provide properties data is to put them inside each of the entity. Okay, and in this case the entity means the specific well. Okay, so now we will play with this hypothetical well. I call it X and F, and we will populate this well with properties data. And we can do that by going into analysis. All right. Okay, and then we go to editors. Okay, so here in editors, we have wellbore editors, production editors, and static pressure editors. Also, as the main issue in our video today is the properties. Here you can see we have 4 panes. The first one is this one. Okay, and the reservoir properties pane, the fluid properties pane, and the graphs here. Okay. Okay, let's talk about them one by one. So here in this one, non-numerical property mode, we can select the fluid. For example, we select gas, then we will provide the software with the gas properties data. We can input them manually, or you can also connect it with the database containing the properties. And if we move to oil condensate, for example, we will input the oil properties data. And so on and so forth. The water, if you have gas lift, you can provide with your gas lift gas data. Formation, if you have adsorption, like maybe you are handling CBM reservoir, or maybe if there is geomechanical issue where the permeability or the porosity will change as the pressure changes, then you can input it here. Rock fluid, relative permeability, you can also input it here. Okay. In this particular video, I think I will leave the relative permeability data by default. And maybe later on in another video, we can populate with our hypothetical data. So I will leave the relative permeability section as it is. And the second pane is, of course, the basic reservoir properties. As you can see, we have several properties. They are basic, and you need to have all the data here. Okay, so why not we populate the data? So yeah, you can click each of this button to understand more. Okay. Okay, so let's deal with them. So I right click here. I'm more familiar or more comfortable with PSIG. So let's say I input it 1210. And then here, if you move your cursor there, you can see reservoir temperature. Okay, and if you click this button, what we will have. So reservoir temperature limits and defaults data value inputted here, hard limit and soft limit. Okay, the gas PVT correlation lower limit, the gas PVT correlation. So just by looking at all of these things, you can see that this software is very, thoughtful, very robust, very detailed, right? Very theoretical. So yeah, that's why I think you're going to love this software. So this will be 175. Thickness. Okay, so let's think about it. Yeah, this is a hypothetical, so why not, let's say, 50 feet, okay? And then if you open this, you have data value and hard limit. Hard limit is, of course, greater than 0, so it can be very thin as well. And then what is this? The total porosity, right? Total porosity, so yeah, total porosity, hard limit, you can see, and let's input it 0.25. Oh, it's in percentage, so let's input 25%. Okay, so now initial gas saturation hard limit, let's say it's 0. Again, it's in percentage, 5%. And water saturation, for example, maybe 40%. So the initial oil saturation will be 55%. And you can see here formation compressibility at initial pressure and temperature. And this one, initial total compressibility. Okay, if you click this one, okay. Data value this, default this, hard limit is greater than 0. Okay, good. Accept. Okay, so that's for the reservoir properties. Again, this is for each of your entity. Okay, so you need to input your reservoir properties surrounding your well, not by averaging the entire field or the entire reservoir, right? And we go to click this button first, gas. Now we go to PVT correlation.